Alright, so I've been seeing a lot of comments in the last few videos, asking why Gwen left the podcast. And I think it's fairly obvious. She simply could not live with the fact that she sold the trivia game so hard. She left out of shame. She tried to just like take a back seat, be the Jamie. Too much for her. The embarrassment got to her, can I say?
Yeah,
Which
so
trivia game?
Oh, the one where you got everything wrong. You remember that?
No, I got half a
yeah, that
point.
one. That's true, but that was compared to like the 12 points that the other two got. Anyway,
Well, the
needless to
other
say,
one.
Gwen is no longer with us.
I was gonna say the other one. The two you're talking about, they're not here anymore.
That's true.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Ghost Syndicast. This is episode 10. I will be hosting. I am Dylan, and as usual, I am joined by Nick and Andrew.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, that works, I guess.
I think Nick
Anyway, it
might
has
be on like
been.
a 30-second delay here. We'll see what happens.
Anyway, it's been a few weeks
Yeah.
since we've last recorded, as it tends to be. Not that that's a
But
bad
that's
thing.
fine because it's going to be a month or two before this episode comes out.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
point.
about a month.
We're right on schedule. But yeah, it's been a few weeks as it normally is. But in that time, what have we all been up to?
Uh, I guess I'll go first. Um, so something I wanted to talk about the last episode actually, and then we kind of got sidetracked and into our main topic. So I was at work, I don't know, maybe a month ago at this point, maybe a little bit more. And so, as I mentioned, I work in a restaurant, and sometimes, like mid shift, there's like this fryer that kind of sits right next to the walkway to the back of the kitchen, and they'll like fry extra tortilla chips when we're getting low. We have nachos on our menu. They're like a side for guacamole, stuff like that, and they'll just like dump them in this big ass plastic container, and workers, my manager even, will like just grab a chip on their way walking through, eat it. So I was doing that, and I happened to grab the corner of a chip that wasn't very hot. But when I put it in my mouth, I realized that there was still like burning hot oil on the chip. And
Mm-hmm.
instead of doing the logical thing of being like, oh shit, that's hot, let me spit it out, I chewed it real quick and then swallowed it. Personally, would not recommend that strategy. It burned the little hanging thing in the back of my mouth.
Was it your uvula? What
The
is that called?
uterus.
Yeah, my uterus.
Yeah, what
Yep.
Nick said.
Um, and I actually had like a blister on my uterus.
Oh, oh no.
Yeah, and it was like a solid enough blister that like I could feel it when I was swallowing anything. It made it hard to like eat sometimes, and like that part of your mouth just isn't firm enough that I could like try and pop the blister or something. So there was like a
Ugh.
solid 2 week period where I just like could not do like anything. Well, couldn't like
Oh my
eat
god.
properly. So that was really fun. Um, but yeah, as to what I've been doing more recently, um, yeah, I've been working. That new Magic set, Edge of Eternities, came out recently, so I've been playing some of that on MTG Arena. Yeah, so that's fun. Oh, my birthday passed. That was cool.
It was yesterday.
Yeah.
And when the episode comes out, it'll be yesterday.
Yo, should I drop some like low key shade on Gwen right now?
Well, we already opened it with that, so why not?
Is it that
So
hot outside? Does she really need the shade?
probably, honestly. Well,
Yes,
no, she
actually, it's
works in
fucking boiling
yeah,
out.
she works in an air conditioned room, I'm sure. But so Gwen's never been good with remembering birthdays. We all know that. Like, I think she says she remembers 3 people's birthdays. One of them's her own. So, I don't expect her to remember my birthday. However, I invited her to go out with us on my birthday. You know, the day of, day before, whatever. We had sent messages in the group chat about it.
Mm-hmm.
On my birthday, she did not wish me a happy birthday. Now, me personally, if I didn't know someone's birthday that well and they texted me the day before and was like, hey, I'm doing something tomorrow, it's my birthday, if you want to come by and hang out, I would make like a mental note and be like, oh shit, that's tomorrow. When, I wake up tomorrow, I'll make sure to wish them a happy birthday. Nothing.
And this is all fine because she doesn't listen to the podcast either, so
Yeah, she's literally
we can
never
literally
gonna
say
know.
whatever we want.
Unless Nick's girlfriend snitches on me right now. Gwen
No,
will never
trust me,
find
she would
out.
never.
Well, she might make this into a clip or something, and then maybe it'll pop. Because we forced Gwen to follow the clip channels. She didn't even want to. That's how unsupportive she is of the show. The show you all love, Gwen hates. Isn't that crazy? So
Yeah, we
maybe
might have to
it'll
shift
pop
our
up,
hate.
and then
Maybe our viewers aren't that stupid after all.
yeah, it's the people who don't listen that are stupid.
I realized we became the Gwen Anti-Youth Society so fast. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Bro,
that's what we
Gwen
are
is
now.
the anti-us society, so
No, we have to
I
be
don't know,
the.
you fight fire with fire?
It's
I
crazy.
want us to be
She's been a
the
part of this
gays.
project since its inception, and she's been our biggest hater since its inception. It's kind of crazy.
I'm still calling us that because I just thought of it in my head and the GAYS, the gays. I think that's funny.
Wait,
Wait, are you
where did
serious?
that come from?
The Gwen Anti-Youth Society. That's us. We're the
Oh,
gays.
Anti-Youth Society.
That's
Okay.
insane how that works out.
Yeah, I thought you were like taking the first letter of all our names. I was like, Gwen, Andrew. Wait, Nick doesn't start with
Oh,
a Y. What?
even better. We replace society with syndicate. That makes way more
Oh,
sense.
dude.
The Gwen Anti-Youth Syndicate. All right, that's the new name of the group, guys. We're the gays.
What do you mean youth? We're all 23. That means we can't play video games anymore.
Yeah, we're
That's
literally all unks. Dude, I
that's true. It only looks like I've been playing Phoenix, right, for the past like 2 weeks straight. I've actually just
No.
been attending law school.
I shit like CS:GO or Rainbow. It's just apparently these games are not possible to play once you're 23.
Yo, I finally got to go to a Magic event on my birthday because I was able to get my birthday off from work, which was genuinely surprising. Nobody could like cover it, but then someone came in clutch, and
Mercy
I-
from Overwatch.
yeah, for sure. Uh, and I had sent in like the Discord we're in with a bunch of the guys that go to the store, and they were like, "Oh my God, you're alive! Like we haven't seen you in like 3 months, or whatever it was." And I was like, "Yeah, it's my birthday. I've officially reached Unk status." Now the rest of these guys in that Discord, they're varying from the age of about like 30 to 40, 45 ish. So I had to then explain to them that because I'm 23, I'm now considered old. They were not happy about that. I don't know why. Like, that's just the way it is. 23 is the age where, everything starts to go downhill, your reaction time slows. But
And then you just get more into Magic the Gathering.
it's true. Because that's not a reaction time based game. Although I play pretty fast, so it might as well be. But
Well, that has nothing to do with being old.
that's true.
Trust me, some of these youngins are ass at Magic.
Some of these damn youngins. Oh, Gwen's 22 right now, so she's a youngin.
Not for long.
Yeah. Oh,
Be
so
old.
instead of Youth Syndicate, we can be Unk Syndicate, GAUS, and just still pronounce it gays. Just saying,
What the
how it's
fuck
pronounced.
language would that be where you can pronounce it gays?
our
German?
language. Bro,
You think U is pronounced like E in German?
dude, there's
Could
so
be.
many like
You speak
shitty.
German? I know I don't.
I do actually.
Oh, word, throw something down for us.
Oh, sorry. It's like I'm a bit busy. I can't right now.
Oh, okay, word.
Yeah,
No, but
you're busy. You
like
can't
think.
speak German. I can't speak Chinese because I was busy. Yeah, we get it.
Oh wait, I got you. Hey yo, I'm from Germany.
There we go.
I thought
We
that
have,
was
we,
a Chinese
we have,
impression.
we have a German
They
speaker.
actually have very similar languages. People don't realize that, but Chinese
Oh,
and
really?
German they sprout from the same like source language. It's called like Brooklynese.
The Ming Dynasty, of course.
So yeah, the Ming Dynasty was founded in. All right. Anyways, I
Fort.
talked enough about what I've been doing recently. One of y'all
Oh
take
yeah,
the
that
wheel.
reminds me. Yeah, I was gonna say. Speaking of the Ming Dynasty, I went to. Oh, it's not the Ming Dynasty. Never mind. I went to the Met, the Metropolitan Museum of Art a few weeks ago with my girlfriend.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool. I'd been for must have been like 10 years. I think I went on a field trip, but it's good. New York is cool. I've never loved it, especially not Times Square. I despise Times Square, but New York is cool. I gotta get it. It's nice. The Egypt exhibit is always the coolest. We saw some there were there's like a weapons exhibit, like Arms and Armory, I think it was called. There was a what else is there's like a music one where they said different instruments from across the world. Yeah, one of the things was there a thing on it was the Qing dynasty, that's it. Not the Ming dynasty. I took a picture of it because I saw that and I immediately thought of thought of you, Nick. And I just forgot to send it
So the
like two
Qing
weeks ago.
Dynasty was actually founded in 670 BC.
It was actually
I don't know.
1644
Ugh.
to
Oh.
1911, not even that old.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And
Wow.
then shortly after that, or maybe around then, honestly, like Japan invaded China, kind of ended the dynasties.
Uh, but yeah, so that was cool. Besides that, I did I think the day 2 days after, yeah, I did a 5K, which was cool, like a work sponsored 5K. One of the guys, it was yeah, this was a work sponsored thing. One of the guys who was doing it was like kind of not like my boss, but like a higher up who like I work with, kind of, or like he helps me through just like moving up and like doing stuff in the company. And he's a beast. I got 22 minutes 40 seconds, which I think is a pretty respectable time. He got 21 minutes 50 seconds. He doesn't even run. He just hits the gym all the time. So he's insane. But that was fun. Week later, I went to the Mets game. So yeah, for those listening who don't know, I'm a massive Mets fan. I've been going to the games since I was like 10 years old. The other guy, Andrew and Nick, don't know that much about baseball, so it's kind
Yeah,
of
that's
just been a
true.
me thing. Yeah, so it was good. It was yeah, like I said, it was my first ever MLB game, which was fun. It was WWE night as well, so I got to see Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax. You guys definitely don't know who those are. That's not a joke.
Yeah, no, I don't
But it was
follow
good.
WWE at all.
They yeah, they beat the Angels 7-5. I've come to the realization that Jeff McNeil is like the greatest baseball player of all
Dude,
time. He's better than Mickey Mantle. He's better
it's
than
true.
Babe Ruth. He's way better than Derek Jeter.
I'll go on a quick tangent about Jeff McNeil, actually, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
So there's this Instagram account called the MLB Hall of Pretty Good. They're like a a play on the Hall of Fame, but they instead vote in players that are like you know pretty good, but not good enough to be a Hall of Fame player. They have like a bunch of rules on what disqualifies you from legality in the Hall of Pretty Good, including like any MVP seasons, any Cy Young awards, which is like kind of like MVP for pitchers, uh, a couple other things. And in one post, the guy who runs the account was asked like, if you had to name like an active player right now who you think is a lock for the Hall of Pretty Good when they retire, who would you say? And he was like, without hesitation, Jeff McNeil. Like that dude bats like career 270, 275 ish, I think.
Oh.
He's like pretty good defensively. He drives in like maybe 60 runs a year. He's just like that solid seventh or eighth man that you need on your team to succeed.
He just seemed to be a solid outfielder in that game. Just
Yeah,
like that's just what
and
doesn't
he
grab the
also plays
headlines.
second
Doesn't need
base.
to.
He can DH if you need. Like he does it all.
That's what I learned. He's like really versatile. He can play like 4 different positions or something,
Yep.
which is
So
cool. So
our
yeah,
boy
thank you,
Jeff.
Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Besides that, that's mainly it. I was watching a bit of on Hulu, bit of series called Dark Side of the Ring. So I've been getting into wrestling a lot the past year. It's basically just it's a series on Hulu, just documentaries of like all the just as the name would imply, the dark stories of wrestling
Mm-hmm.
throughout its inception. So they had some on. You guys aren't going to know what this is, but the Montreal Screwjob, the Von Erich brothers, Harley Race, Chris Benoit. You guys probably know who Chris Benoit was. That's a big name. Um,
Maybe.
do you? Okay,
Sounds like
he's the
familiar.
he's the he's the wrestler that killed his wife and child and then killed
Mm.
himself.
Yes, I have heard that.
Yeah,
And
that
his
was
last
him.
name's French, dude.
Yeah, he's
It's always the
Canadian.
people you most expect. That's all I can say.
And yeah, I've been doing that, and then it's from the time of recording, from the day of recording, it is SummerSlam Saturday at MetLife, which is the big stadium in New Jersey, in 2 days, and I'm very excited to be going to that. So
I think what you mean
yeah,
is that happened about 26 days ago.
yeah,
24 days
exactly.
ago.
Oh
That's
damn,
what I
that's
that's what
kind of a
I
while ago.
said.
You never told us. Did you like it?
Oh my God, it was amazing. When
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan rose from the dead. Oh yeah, you guys know Hulk Hogan died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He died like 2 days after Ozzy Osbourne. Dude, when Ozzy Osbourne died, there was some guy on Twitter who was like, God, please give us back Ozzy and just take Hulk Hogan.
Somebody made a joke. It was like a wrestling joke, but it's like Hulk Hogan couldn't even put Ozzy Osbourne over. Put in wrestling, putting somebody over is basically you just let them win. You take the pin to make the other guy look strong. And Hulk Hogan notoriously throughout his
Would
career
not do
never
that.
did that. He if he were to lose, it would be because of like interference, or he would get pinned for 3 seconds and then kick out at like 3.01, but he still got pinned, so he still lost. Or like it was a fast count by the ref. It would never be his fault that he lost, and that was entirely
Oh,
down to
of
just
course.
him refusing to not look strong in every single match ever.
And the other awesome thing
Um,
about Hulk Hogan is, when his daughter married a black man, and then he said the hard R like 8 times in an interview. That was really cool of
mhm.
him too.
Racist, just lies about everything.
Yeah.
This man is his entire career is just.
I was
I'm not gonna go over his lies. At least not like a lot of them. But you could
yeah.
look them up.
I
They're
was talking
absurd.
to this guy. He's not really my coworker, just because he's a security guard at the restaurant I work at, and like they're employed through a separate company. So like we're coworkers, but not working for the same company. If that makes sense. But he's like 6'6", probably 450, and he's a black guy. And I was talking to him about Hulk Hogan dying, and he was like telling me about how like Hulk Hogan used to be like a lot of people in his community's like idol growing up, and then like all those racist ass things he did, it just like actually crushed him, like his whole generation. Like he said his brother had like the speech impediment as a kid, and the only
Mhm.
thing he could say was like Hulk Hogan without stuttering. And like when all these things came out, it just like genuinely hurt them so much because you know, I mean, they say don't meet your idols or whatever, don't meet your heroes, but in this case, you didn't even have to meet him. You just had to see what he's been up to.
I think that's
Really
more. I
sad.
think that speaks to more of just like I'm not gonna say like. Well, I will say yeah, like parasocial relationships in this day and age with so many online personalities. I think it speaks to that a little bit, but this doesn't even
Oh,
seem like that. It just seemed like he was just a fan of his work and like the Hulk
yeah,
Hogan character. You
yeah.
know. you know, Hulk Hogan and Terry Bollea, his real name, are obviously two different people, but I mean, it's pretty hard to separate one from the
Well,
other.
when your entire career has been
Obviously.
based around portraying Hulk Hogan, I mean, think about like to a lesser degree, but in the similar vein, like actors who have portrayed certain characters on like a long running TV show. Like, I don't know, until more recent years, John Krasinski comes to mind as Jim Halpert on The Office. Like, I read something recently where he was literally like denied multiple more serious roles because they just couldn't separate him from his character Jim. Or like, I don't know, maybe some of the Always Sunny cast. You know, they've literally been doing that show for like 16 years.
Mm-hmm. Like all
So,
they,
yeah,
you know, that's like
I
their
mean,
thing,
Hulk
especially
Hogan's been
for
doing his character for
like Robert Downey.
45 years. Like, both in the ring and also just like whenever he makes camera appearances. I don't know how different the two characters were, or the two people were, Hulk Hogan and whatever you said his real name is.
Terry Bollea. Yeah, that's the thing with
Yeah.
wrestling. It's like at least with, you know, just like TV shows and movies, it's obvious that, you know, they're going by a different name. It's not a live thing. They put on, you know, like a shit ton of makeup. They act completely differently. Wrestling is just way harder to separate, you know, the two. And obviously you can, depending on how absurd the character is versus what the actual person is in real life. But yeah, no, it's a shame. I mean, Hulk Hogan, like, and the people who deny his legacy, I think that's quite unfair. Like, you know, you can obviously say he was a terrible person. I would certainly agree,
Mm-hmm.
with that. Um, but you can't erase the fact that like his impact on
Yeah.
wrestling and
But
just social, just like culture as a whole has just been
but like
insane. And
I
so it's like
said,
damn shame that he had to let people down
yeah.
by
But
saying the things he did.
that's what I was gonna say. Like, I think because he had such a definite impact, his like, I don't know if it's a change per se. I doubt he was ever a good person and turned into this bad person. But you know, like when people found out about that, it makes it hurt even more because you think of him so highly as your idol. Like if he was just like, I don't know, a mid tier level wrestler and then it came out that he was like a racist, I feel like it just wouldn't matter as much as like
Yeah, no, you're
this.
100%, and especially like the storylines he was in, he represented something bigger than himself. He was like, you know, Mr. America. You know, representative
Mm-hmm.
of all American people. A bunch of the feuds he
Like he
had, or at least
wishes
one
he
of the,
only represented about 50% of
yeah,
them.
but seriously though, like one of the feuds he had was he fought against this guy named Sergeant Slaughter, who used to be like this American like general character, and then he decided to represent, it was Iran or Iraq. I think it was Iran.
That's
You know,
crazy.
and in real life there were like tensions with Iran as there are like
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So it was him being like, you know what, America's not going to take this, brother. We're going to stand up to the evil forces of the Middle East and show that America can rise above all. And he was like, you know, his character on you know on screen was that of just a real American hero
Yeah.
and someone to be looked up to,
I definitely
you know,
think some of that
seemingly no matter
could
what.
have been like genuine propaganda though. Like that
Oh yeah, I mean,
the evils of the
you li-
Middle East, like yeah, the terrorist groups are bad, but like they're just people like us, so
you listen to interviews with. I mean, it's just more just about capitalizing on what real events. Where you listen to Vince McMahon, you listen to other higher ups like Bruce Pritchard, and they say, you know, things that are big in the real world. You know, you bring them into wrestling. People are already, you know, emotionally attached to them because they're real things,
mm-hmm.
and it's a, you know, way to capitalize and profit off of it. But
Makes
yeah,
sense.
Hulk Hogan, just
Rest in
why is he
piss.
such a bad person? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about wrestling.
Nick, what have you been up to?
We, oh yeah, I forgot. For some reason,
Oh
like,
yeah,
I
all right.
forgot,
So
I
I'm just
forgot to
I'm gonna
ask.
direct your attention to the general chat, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Okay. Oh,
Is this a
what?
picture you took at work?
Sure is.
Alright, I'll provide it on screen during
Yeah,
the
well, you're
edit.
gonna have to because if I say it out loud, I think we're gonna get age restricted. So now
Yeah,
this is
and
just one
we
of
are
the.
not, dude. Oh, sorry, mini side tangent. All those like TikToks and shit where they're like, he unalived me or he raped this person. Like, dude, that shit's so stupid.
It is horrible.
So I'll just put it on the screen for the
Yeah,
You
I
just like
viewer.
flashbang them for like a couple frames.
Yeah.
I misread the first
I
word
thought it said
as I
ripe.
saw because yeah, I did too.
Nope.
Because we saw the
Yeah.
the plants and the vegetation. It's like, oh, that's not what it is.
And
Oh
then,
Dude, the
no.
well, also because it's like not clear where the A connects.
Yeah.
dude, it's just
Uh,
the whole. This is the worst part. The whole property is just so shittily kept, and the person that lived there was old. I don't think there's any kids. There's no like signs of
Oh,
there
this
being
was
kids
definitely
there.
some shit ass kid who came over with like a power washer and just put, or is that spray paint maybe?
Nah, didn't look like paint.
Alright. They definitely just came over and like did that to this old person. Now I feel bad for them. That's horrible.
Well, I mean, you never know. Maybe that was real. I didn't hear anything.
Maybe.
But
I mean, you know, as you know, when you go to create something as heinous as that, the first thing you want to do is leave clues pointing directly to where it
the
is.
first thing to do is advertise.
Yeah. Like fucking Wile E. Coyote putting hella signs up.
Yeah, so that was just one of the most traumatic things I've ever had to escape.
You got pulled in?
Well, what? How do you think I got the picture?
Oh, I just assumed you were kind of walking by, saw it, and took a picture.
Why would I do that?
Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway,
Sorry you had to go
I've
through
seen
that.
I've seen a few other strange things. There was this one was kind of a while ago, but it like struck me as so odd. I wrote it down. I was at this another house on the job, and this was probably like 3 months ago at this point. But I saw a school bus roll by with no kids inside, and there was like either dust or smoke just fucking billowing out of the back windows.
Dude, the
I
hotbox bus?
how much do you have to smoke the hotbox a bus? Was it like a mini bus or was it a full
no, it
size
was
bus?
a full school bus with like 16 rows or whatever. I don't know. Could have been. I mean, it could have just been the emissions were fucked to all hell, but I like to imagine that they were hotboxing.
I'd like to.
Change the air filter wrong. I don't
Yeah.
think that would do that actually.
I got one more thing to say. I got two more, but the other one would take too much time, so I'll just save that for the next one. I am a benevolent god to this random bird.
Okay.
Explain.
Alright, so I was on the job again. Everything weird happens to me happens at my job because I just travel a lot. But I was in, believe it or not, Elizabeth.
As per, seemingly.
Yep. And then I was like, we were in the middle of shooting this place with a not with a gun, not with a gun, not with a gun, with an IR laser.
That's the first time someone didn't mean that there. Sorry.
Yeah, so we were shooting this place. And like halfway through, I was like getting a point on this walkway they had, and I heard a flapping noise behind the fence. I was like, "The fuck is that?" And there was this bird stuck to like it. I don't. It was like somebody hot glued this bird's wing to a piece of paper. I don't even know how it was possible. Or maybe a piece of cardboard. I don't remember. But I was like, "Well, damn, that's fucked up." So I went around and I was like looking for a way to get it because it was in the neighboring lot, and there's like a barbed wire fence around it. So I was like, "How do I do this?" So I ended up breaking in. I like there wasn't a lock on it. It was just like tied shut. So I opened it, and I went in and I wrestled the bird free. And I shit you not, that bird looked at me, said, "You pass," and then flew away.
Yeah?
That's a great story.
Now, almost
That
all of
bird
that is true.
grew up
I'll
to
let
be
you
Martin
decide
Luther
which
King.
part of it's not true.
There was no bird.
Yeah, the part that wasn't true was me freeing it. I stomped its skull into the pavement. And then I laughed maniacally, and I got smote. I got struck by lightning that day.
It's not funny, guys. Not funny to imagine this innocent, tied-up bird sitting there, and then Nick goes over, sees it, helpless,
Like, oh, hi, little birdie.
and then decides to Goomba stomp it into the next life. It's not funny.
Stop laughing. Why are you laughing?
Yeah, I got run over by a car that day as punishment. And then struck
you
by
hit,
lightning.
like-
That actually brought me back to life.
Did you hit like a nasty slide cancel after you
Yeah,
hit
yeah, I
the
did.
car?
It was insane. I hit the crazy. I lost all momentum and then got launched.
Makes
A
sense.
crazy
But
hit.
yeah, that's everything that's happened to me in the past like month or so.
Well, except that one thing you're gonna save for next time.
Yeah. It was a concert I went to, so it did take me
Oh.
longer than 30 seconds to talk about
Was
it.
it the Big Time Rush show?
Yeah.
What? That was a thing?
That's a real thing.
I mean,
All right, now you have to talk about it.
Yeah, we probably have time, honestly.
All right. Oh yeah, we do have time. All right, it was first and foremost, it was good.
Okay.
And that may be surprising because their music isn't. But being that they're all in their like mid to late 30s now, they like have become good singers because they don't use auto-tune on stage. And this show's funny because the two opening acts are just other people from the Big Time Rush show.
Oh.
So I don't know, like it took away a little bit, but also they're both really good as well.
Interesting.
So I sat there playing Clash Royale the whole time, but the music was pretty good.
Wait, even for the Big Time Rush show, or
Yeah, for the Big Time Rush show, they were on stage for like a fucking hour and a half. I shit you not, my win rate was like 90% that night.
I'll listen to them more often.
Yeah, you gotta listen to Big Time Rush while grinding the Clash Royale ladder, man.
Yeah. I don't want to talk too much about Clash Royale, but that deck I showed you, dude, there's like one of the meta decks right now beats it, but nothing else does.
Interesting. Alright.
Anyway, that's all for me.
Bro, that was like honestly a minute and a half, and you said you didn't know if we had time.
Well, I don't know if there were more details to share about it, but you know. Oh wait, no, I did have one more thing. There's a follow-up to my Truman Show. It's not a bit; it's more of a reality.
Oh,
Because I knew there was one thing I was forgetting to mention, so I just wanted to get it out of the way now. I never asked Nick's girlfriend out. She asked me out. And that's like one detail that I always thought was very unusual.
Yeah, well,
How could y'all possibly explain that unless it was written?
Gwen was playing matchmaker, wasn't she? Or not matchmaker.
Let's not get listen.
She was connected.
Let's not give Gwen any credit here.
Oh, that's right. We are the gays. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you must be on the Truman Show or something.
That's what I'm saying. Dylan, you
Wait,
agree?
I'm confused. You said Nick's girlfriend.
Yeah, that's my girlfriend's name.
Oh, why'd you refer to yourself in third person? You confused
I
that.
didn't. Her name is Nick's girlfriend.
Did I forget this? Is this a bit that we established? And I just
It's a
didn't
bit
remember.
that she established.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a bit she established. She's always cited as Nick's girlfriend in the description.
I see.
Nick.
Oh, it
Alright, well, now I
if
know.
you go back and
Your
re-listen
brother
to,
always calls her that.
That's funny. Oh yeah, my brother does call her that. Genuinely, my brother might not know her name. I don't know. No, that's a joke. My brother does know her name. But Dylan, if you go back and listen through every episode of season 2 of the Ghost Syndicast, which you should do, because that'll give us another view on all of them. But Nick always refers to her as Nick's girlfriend.
I believe it. I guess I just never really noticed.
Yeah. It's a crazy world we live in, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, life is so crazy.
Life's so crazy. Alright. Anyways.
Yeah, wait, real quick.
Yeah.
Now you can choose to cut that.
You got it. I think I'll leave them, actually.
Yeah, this will be like a litmus test. We'll see if people can stomach it.
Okay.
So, over the past few episodes, we have each recommended a few albums, and Gwen had one of her own. Andrew, you recommended American Sun
Yeah.
from
In
By
episode
Fire from the
8.
Gods. That was episode 8.
Yeah,
And
we,
then you
we
also...
already briefly talked about episode 7's Rex in episode 8. So, like...
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Well, you also recommended 1, 2, and 3 by Zebrahead.
Yep, Zebrahead.
Uh-huh. It's also
And-
3, 2, and 1.
Yeah.
They were released 1, 2, and 3. Is that not the right order?
No, they
No.
released it 3, 2, 1.
Did they actually?
Yeah.
Either way, I'll listen to them. Nick, you recommended The Second Law by Muse and Make Yourself by Incubus. I recommended The Queen is Dead by The Smiths and One Room Survival by Sarani Poji. And Gwen recommended Trust Ceremony by Jiraiya. Jiraiya. So, who wants to talk about what they listened to first?
We could go album by album. We start with the
Yeah.
episode 8
Yeah,
recommendations.
so go
You're right.
Incubus, Smiths, Fire from the Gods, then episode 9. Alright, so
Alright,
I guess
so-
Nick recommended the Incubus album, so it's not like he's gonna be like, so I listened to this and I thought it was pretty good.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I recommend an album and I do listen to it just to have it fresh on the mind.
That's true.
Believe it
I
or
did
not,
the
I
same
still
thing.
think it's really good.
Yeah, that's fair. Dylan, you want to talk about what you thought of it?
I can't speak in too many specifics because, like I said, it's at this point it's been a few weeks since I've listened to it. But I mean, I enjoyed it. It was, I would say, more than we'll talk about the American Sun album, but I like the instrumentation at least. I forgot this is. I mean, I remember. I didn't realize that Drive is the one. Like, I know that's the only song I'd heard before, but I mean, I enjoyed it. I wasn't like craving more or anything, but it was a pleasant experience. That's about all I can say, really.
Alright.
There was one song actually I liked. I don't know if I wrote it down, but one of the songs I really like one of the guitarist on especially.
Okay, I'm gonna throw my shot in the dark here. You're talking about The Warmth, which is track 4.
All right, let me play it real fast. Let's see. Do-do-do-do-do.
I only say that because I felt that way about that song the first time I listened to it. I thought it sounded so cool.
Towards the end.
Yeah? I mean, I thought it sounded dope the whole time, but in the end it got like really huge and I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that was the one exactly, but it's cool. I mean, I like how it sounds. I don't care for the singer that much. It just, I don't know, just nothing like pops out, but I mean, it is good. I would, if somebody like made me strap me to a chair and force me to listen to it again, I would not be upset. So,
You heard that first here, folks. Dylan would not be upset if you strapped him to a chair.
Blasted Incubus in his ear, apparently.
and fed the Incubus to me. Isn't an Incubus like the thing? No, what's like, you know what a succubus is? Isn't the opposite of that an incubus?
I
What's it called?
don't know, actually.
I couldn't say.
It is. An incubus is a
Quick
male
Google search.
demon in folklore that seeks sexual encounters with sleeping women. Thanks, AI.
Awesome.
Well, I guess we know.
Yeah, thanks, Persona, as well. Thanks, Persona. Maybe. Anyway, continue. Andrew, yeah,
Yeah.
you're thinking.
So I actually had Drive on one of my playlists before listening to this album. I quite like that song. Listening through, it was pretty solid. Like, I wouldn't say there were any songs that stood out as being bad. just like a good listen all the way through. I did obviously I like Drive. I did really like Make Yourself as well, and then Battlestar Skrillechica or whatever made me laugh.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
not like Battle Scars. I
the
guess
song is
from the
goofy as
name,
fuck.
Yeah,
I guess from the name, you're not supposed to take
take
it
it
too
seriously.
seriously,
Yeah,
but I
No.
did not like it.
but it made me laugh. I always appreciate when an album has a track like that.
Is it North?
Yeah, I thought it was kind of surprising. There's 3 songs after it because usually that track is like the track before the hidden track. Because back then, sometimes they'd have like a fucking 10, 15 minute track, and then you can see it on Spotify because you know that's just how it is now. But back then, they could like hide tracks on the back of records because you had no way to like seek through it. So you
Mhm.
just had to listen to nonsense for like 10, 15 minutes, and then finally you get to hear the last song.
I feel like Korn does
That's
that a lot.
that's what
Yeah,
fucking
Limp Bizkit does it too.
what was it? Deftones did on
Maybe it's just a new
Around
metal
the
thing.
Fur.
Yeah, probably.
I hate Deftones though for doing that. The last song, I forget what it's called, but it's like 30 minutes long. They started the song and then they stopped for like 10 minutes. And then they played a little bit more and then they stopped again. Oh, I hate them. I hate them so much.
I just
Anyway,
genuinely hate Gino Moreno's voice. I think he always sings like he's on a blown out speaker, no matter how good the speaker is.
Yeah, and like he's asleep too.
Yeah. He's like sleep talking on a blown out
Yeah.
speaker. It's like, one, you are wide awake. Two, these speakers are like in pristine condition. What the fuck are you doing?
all right.
Alright.
Nick, what do you have to think about? Well, I guess anything you really want to share that we would not have known, or like anything you recognized or learned about listening to it again.
Well,
You want to share?
I recommended it just because I want to like I pretty much only listen to rock music, but I do like to diversify which genres of rock I listen to. And though people grouped this band and this album too within like the new metal scene, it definitely
Really?
wasn't. Like, yeah, Privilege is like the only song on this album that's new metal, and the rest of them are like grungy or just soft rock.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
not
I
gonna
just think it
pretend
was
like
really good.
I'm super, knowledgeable in the different subgenres, but having listened to new metal just did not sound new metal. Particularly, I remember that much.
Yeah, that's
But
what I
it was
like.
good.
They group a lot of people in with new metal. I don't know, just I guess it was a buzzword at the time. Most of it's bullshit. And Incubus is unfortunately one of the uh, the unfortunate souls that got grouped in with that because, as we all know, new metal's fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Despite how much I listen to it.
I'm glad I have a shirt that says "Do not listen to new metal."
Oh, you know
Thanks,
what's...
Andrew.
Did I get you that shirt?
You did, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Because I
Mm.
didn't get one for myself for some reason.
It's never too late.
That's true. You know, speaking of like new metal and shirts, so as I mentioned, my birthday passed recently, and one of my friends from work, she got me like a shirt. She knows I really like music. She generally knows what I like with like rock and metal stuff. So she kind of took a shot in the dark on what band to get me a shirt for. I'm wearing it right now, actually. It's a System of a Down shirt, the Toxicity album art. It's a dope shirt. I don't really listen to System of a Down. And I've been quoted as saying I don't like them very much. But I think now I might have to give them a better chance.
I mean, I
A
have
bigger chance.
you'll have to come over. I have it on. I do have it on vinyl. I was listening to it yesterday.
You have
Oh, word?
Toxicity on vinyl?
I do, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh wait, dude. You know what's insane? I bought Meteor on vinyl like a day or two ago. Like I went to, we stopped at Best Buy at work because I had to go to the bathroom, and on the way back, it was like it was right in
It's
front of
calling
all
to
the
you.
other records.
Like the Green
It was like
Goblin
the Green
mask.
Goblin mask.
And you were like...
And then it was cheaper than most of the other ones too. I was like, man, like the stars aligned for this.
At
You
that
just
point,
had
it's
to.
worth it. Yeah.
Damn. All right, we should move on to the next album because we're actually
Yeah.
we took a while talking
Zebra
about that.
Head.
No, the next one's the Smiths.
We're doing the Smiths? Okay.
We're
You
going
too.
order of episode 8 Rex, and we'll do episode 9 Rex.
Alright.
All right. I guess I'll start with this. Like I said when you recommended this, I knew I didn't like the Smiths very much. I don't like Morrissey's voice. The instrumentation on it I found fine. Not super interesting to me, but not bad. But I don't like Morrissey's voice, so I did not care for it, unfortunately. Nick?
Well, what more is there to say? I guess if you're like 60 years old, I couldn't blame you for listening to the Smiths, but they just don't sound very good. Nothing really jumped out at me as this is good. And I also I think Morrissey's a bad singer. But, you know, I can't speak to the writing because I didn't pay close enough attention to the words. I was just annoyed the whole time.
Morrissey he's a terrible singer and he's amazing at the same time. And the lyrics are I think they're like if you a lot of times I'll put on some of the songs and just just look at the lyrics, and some of them they're just so abstract and kind of I don't want to say hard to think about or hard to get the general gist from, but I think they mean a lot. I think what's the third track? I forget what it's called now. I know it's over.
It's called I Know It's Over.
Yeah, that is I fully believe that is one of the best written songs I've ever heard. It's it just goes so deep into just how sad he is and how Morrissey wants to blame everybody else for his failings in life with love. And at the end he comes to the realization that he kind of can. It's all entirely down to him, and he becomes more depressed than he is at the beginning of the song. Mother, I can feel the soil falling over my head. He's and the parts about him saying, the sea wants to take me, the knife wants to slit me. He already wants to kill himself. And then he tries to justify, what he wants. He tries to justify throughout the song, and at the end, he still feels the soil falling over his head, and he's more desperate and sad than ever.
It sounds to me you might like Bad Flower.
I've listened to Bad Flower. I don't like their music. I also don't, I think
I couldn't say what you like then. That I don't get that at all.
I think I've seen some of the lyrics. I think Bad Flower, maybe they're just too on the nose for me. I'm not entirely sure.
They are very on the nose.
Yeah, I swear I've heard maybe I'm thinking a different band. I swear I've heard songs that were from one that was yeah, I'm bleeding out and I'm sad and I just cut myself with a knife and I'm sad and I want to die and I'm really sad.
It sounds like you're describing something along the lines of Ghost by Bad Flower, where he says he tried to kill himself but he didn't cut deep enough.
Yeah, something like that. I think.
I don't think they ever explicitly say, yeah, I'm sad and I'm sad, guys. But
I don't know. That's what I hear when I listen to them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you're yo, dude, I'm sad, bro. It's so cool. I'm sad.
That's
get it, guys.
All of what I hear, yeah, for better or for worse. But all the other songs on the album, they just they all revolve around Morrissey just being sad and alone. But The Queen is Dead is about just the downfall of society and England as a whole. Frankly, Mr. Shankly is about just him wanting to pursue bigger things in life. The boy with the thorn in his side can be interpreted as just a boy who is trying to come out as homosexual, and nobody around him believes him. Big Mouth Strikes Again is about how he's saying what he thinks needs to be said when in reality he's just being a total asshole. But in his mind, he's a martyr for saying, the truths of the world. It's just it's very interesting. And I don't think you could get any of those conclusions from any of those songs on just one listen. So I love it. But yeah, that's all I have to say.
All right. What did y'all think of American Sun?
We didn't talk
Uh,
about Zebrahead, did we?
Zebra
no, that was
was
on the next
episode 9.
episode.
Oh, that was okay. My bad.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
American Sun.
I have the
I'll go
Spotify pulled
first.
up. I'm just going in order.
I'll go first on this because I think Dylan probably has more to say about this band than I do. But I mean, like I'd heard this album before. It got recommended to me because Andrew and I discovered this band on the same night through the same accident, which was such a stroke of luck. It's insane.
Yeah.
And it led us to this album where I listened to the first 3 tracks and I was like, maybe they don't have it. And I didn't finish the album then for whatever reason.
Dude digging for.
And then I did finish the album. Because I heard American Sun, I was like, if this is what their music sounds like, I'm good.
Dude, that song's so goofy, but I genuinely love it now.
Yeah. Yeah, I've come to like it. And the rest of the album's like
which one?
super good too.
The namesake song,
The
American
track 3.
Sun.
Oh,
Because like Truth to the Weak is cool because it's like a rage song but with a singer instead of well, whatever you call Zach De La Rocha. He's not a singer.
the Yeller.
And then like,
Yeah.
dude, they don't like it. Oh my god, featuring POD is awesome.
Dude. Oh, so good.
Yeah, and I mean like the only song I don't like on this is Survivor's Prayer Interlude because it's not just because it's a rap track that's only a minute and a half. Because he does some like when he's at the they sound fucking horrible. But it's like it's weird because it's between Make You Feel It and All My Heroes Are Dead. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. Because every track is like really powerful and good, and then that one's just like, and that's the yeah, it's bullshit. But yeah, I don't think the band is all that special, but I do think AJ Channer is like that guy. Which is why I've got some devastating news for y'all. AJ Channer quit the band.
What?
No, isn't that still him in the new song? He just like
No, that's not him. They hired a new guy.
what?
Yeah.
Well, the band
With this
sucks now.
revelation, I'm not listening to them anymore. We got 3 great albums out of them, and I can live with that.
Yeah, Nick, you're part about what you're saying about, AJ Channer is that guy, and everything else is whatever. I fully agree. I wrote down like what notes I cared to take during it, and I wrote, I like the guitar part towards the end in They Don't Like It. Besides that, I don't remember, like, all the other music is just fine, but yeah, I fully agree. The singer is, like, he's great. You get a lot of emotion from his voice, and it's a very unique, and interesting the way he sings. And the lyrics are pretty, profound too. Just like if I got the gist of the album right, it's kind of just him dealing with like racism and his upbringing.
Yeah.
People talking
You
about
hit the
what
nail
it,
on the head.
They
what
very
is
much
is
talk
not
about,
an
like,
American.
yeah, they very much talk about like growing up in America. I mean, AJ Channer is a black man. I believe he's like half Jamaican, and he just goes through a lot of like societal struggles in their music.
Yeah, and I think they don't like it as you guys said, one of the in my opinion one of the best songs.
Mm.
And it pretty encapsulates what the album is about well. That they, whoever they are, you can take a guess, I guess, but they're not. He's different. They don't like that. You're an American,
Them
or you
don't
should
like
be
it.
an American in America. You should talk like us, and he's just embracing his culture and identity, I suppose, which is great. So yeah, I like it. Every song if it had a different singer, then it would have just been very boring and forgettable.
That you should listen to their new single because that's actually exactly what happened.
They're just like doing like very scream heavy metal now.
It's like a hardcore, I think.
And like, why? There's a million different. I suppose there's a million different bands who do that.
Hardcore is like more
Exactly,
grindy,
do exactly
I feel
that.
like. Yeah, I mean that's the issue is it's not unique. I just looked it up too. The reason he stepped away from the band is to focus on like his family and mental health or something. Which I mean, they're valid reasons, but
Yeah, good for him.
me being the
But
selfish
boo.
fan I am, I want more music from him. Apparently, he has a solo project. Maybe I'll give that a listen. CHNNR.
Shinner.
What could that mean?
Channer.
Hard to
What?
say.
All right. Anyway, Andrew, any thoughts you want to share about the album?
I recommended this album for a reason. I really like it. I was trying to recommend something that I doubt many people would have heard. I mean, obviously, I know Nick's heard it, but at the end of the day, we're recommending this technically for our millions and millions of fans, but also for y'all to give a listen. We can talk about. I just genuinely really like this album. It's a good vibe. I don't know what else to say.
All right. Next episode's recommendations. Woo!
So
So we are
starting
going
with
to.
Sereni Pochi.
All right. Go.
Nick, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I hate this album, Andrew.
I also didn't like it. My reasoning was it listening to this album made me feel like I was watching a slice of life anime.
You
And
guys hate fun. That's what I've learned. I've come to the
This is
conclusion,
not
the correct
fun.
conclusion.
Yo,
If you
This
don't
is
like this
not
album,
fun.
if you don't like this album, then you don't like fun and you don't like cute things.
First off,
This is the
Some Nights is a
boringest album I've
fantastic
ever heard.
album. I love fun.
Shut up.
Second off, fun music doesn't have to be upbeat and or whatever the fuck this album does. You can have
That's
fun
actually
listening.
baby metal that you're doing.
Yeah, well, that was because I was high pitch. But like, you can have
Yeah.
fun listening to plenty of music. Like, it
Well,
does
the
not
point is
need
that
to
it-
be this
I
shit.
mean, would you call? I mean, Incubus and Far from the Gods are not, like they're not fun. They're good in their own right, but they're not fun albums. This is
I mean, I don't
That's a fun
exclusively
album.
listen to Fire from the Gods, man. I'd say pop punk
Yeah.
is widely a fun genre to listen to. I mean, you don't like it, that's fine. But
But I mean, upbeat and
Yeah,
this
but
sort of pop is
pop punk
it's,
is upbeat and
it's
has plenty of songs that are just like fun to listen to. I also find enjoyment in songs that aren't as upbeat. I mean, not saying like the sad songs make me happy or something, but like I enjoy the Fire from the Gods album. I didn't call that like a fun listening experience. Sure, it's more thought provoking than just like fun album, as you say. But I don't genuinely the reason I did not like this is like it made me feel like I was watching a slice of life. I don't like the feelings I get from watching slice of life. It's just like
Yeah, exactly. You
Kinda
don't like
boring.
cute things. You hate fun. You hate cute things. You hate being happy. That's the problem.
when I say
yeah,
I hate
that's.
being
I
happy.
agree. I agree completely. On
Bro,
that
I
note,
remember
though,
when you
this album sucks.
Dylan, I remember when you were talking about this album to us, like, off the recording, and you were like, yeah, but isn't it, like, awesome how they say this about that? And I'm like, my brother in Christ, I don't speak Japanese. Like, I don't know what they're talking about.
Okay, well,
All
to
it
be
is
fair,
just
I
sounds
wasn't
to
talking
me.
about. I said no. I remember what I said. I said the title of one song, which is
I thought you talked
The-
about, like, the lyrical content at one point of something on this
I don't.
album.
I don't think so. I mean, I can.
Okay.
I can talk about it now. Or well, Nick, you have anything more to say?
Okay, I'll say this because I'm not gonna do it. Listening to this album, by the time I finished, I was like, I'm gonna recommend some shit that I guarantee Dylan's gonna hate next time, but I'm not gonna do that.
That's so not. I didn't think. I didn't recommend this with the intention of you guys not liking it. I recommended
Did
it with the
you-
intention of recommending something different.
And that's fine.
Yeah,
I
that's
am
fair.
curious, though. Did you genuinely think either of us would like this album? Or... not that you have to
I-
keep
I
that in
didn't-
mind when making a recommendation. I'm just curious.
I didn't know. I had no
Okay.
idea. I figure you both of you had never listened to an album particularly similar to this one.
That's true.
So
Yes, I have. Well, not quite like this, but I mean, I used to listen to the Black Eyed Peas.
That's different though. That's like
Yeah, well, I guess my
club.
point is that's like so different from what I normally listen.
Yeah.
But that's also upbeat and fun, and it's completely different from this.
Yeah. It's true.
it's different.
Like I
Anyway,
said, my new goat Pitbull, he's got some pretty upbeat and fun
Shut the fuck up. Fucking Pitbull.
you don't even like Pitbull. You're on Fraud Watch.
Dude, he's Mr. Worldwide.
I I
What's
think you're
not to
just
like?
hating right now. It sounds like you don't like fun, Dylan. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, that's what it is. You must just hate fun if you don't like Mr. Worldwide.
You know what? Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
Yeah, there it is.
No, I think you do.
All right. We'll move. Okay, I will say my
Yeah, yeah.
pieces on this album very briefly. I did not expect you guys to look up the lyrics or the titles or everything,
Yeah, no.
which is fine. What I would say is that despite like the upbeat, sound to the album, some of the songs seem to be a bit like touch on more serious topics. Like the first one, One Room Survival. If I'm remembering correctly, there are lyrics such as like I was like sitting in my room and all of a sudden before I knew it 4 hours had passed. The song's kind of just about like taking the first step and doing something.
I think that's about good.
And oh my,
That's what I
Basically,
heard you say.
basically the song is about not being afraid and just like not being a bum and learning to muster up the courage to do something positive.
Yeah,
You're not
The
gonna
third,
unfortunately,
This, but I think that's hokey.
when an album has like meanings like that, and I don't understand the language it's in, I'm definitely not going to be able to appreciate that. Unfortunately.
well then naturally your experience there's a cap on how much enjoyment you can get out of the album, which is fine.
Which genuinely
But-
is one of the reasons I kind of stopped listening to a lot of Japanese music, because for a bit there I was listening to quite a bit, and then I moved on. Animes for losers, all that shit. But
Hate anime.
Fuck anime.
but yeah, that's definitely
Um,
like a genuine reason why I kind of stopped listening to a lot of Japanese music.
And that's fair. It's just it's just an unfortunate side effect of what what you can and cannot derive the most enjoyment out of. But yeah, like the third song is the most popular one. That's kind of about like just loneliness.
Hmm.
Like she says, like I have all the preparations made for my big trip. Did this. There's one thing I'm missing, and that's my friend Smiley. Have you seen my friend? Are they anywhere to be found? And that could imply like, the friend has abandoned them. Maybe there was no friend to begin with. Maybe they died. Whatever it is. I think at the end of the song, she says something like, that like Smiley, that wasn't even his name, or like I forgot the name. And you can make your own interpretations. But
Hmm.
listening to the songs with that, sort of knowledge. I didn't look up the lyrics for all of them, but listening to the songs with that knowledge, it makes them, I would say certainly, to me at least, more impactful, more meaningful. So, yeah, I liked it. Obviously,
I mean,
that's why I
at
recommended
the end of the
it.
day, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I'm not like I
So,
said. I don't.
What
I
do I
don't take
know?
it. Like I said, I don't take it as much as I jest. I do not take it personally that you guys don't like the music. As long as you give it a fair shot and you listen to it, then that's all I could possibly ask for.
mhm.
So,
Well, then I'm happy to oblige.
yep, and we're all good.
All
So,
right. Next up is Second Law from Muse. I feel like Dylan, you
I
should
l-
give your thoughts on, because I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, I guess.
all right, I liked it. Overall, I do like Muse. I listened to their first 4 albums. I think this is their sixth. After I
Yeah.
forget what the fifth one is,
Resistance, which is after Black Holes and Revelations.
yeah.
Which is
So
after. Oh, What's the Absolution, which is after Origin of Symmetry, which is after Showbiz. Boom.
Yeah.
Got it.
Done. But yeah, it's very hit or miss, like extremely hit or miss. I think the first three tracks, especially Panic Station, is really good. Animals I had on my playlist for a while. I don't know why I took it off. I guess I just got bored of it, but it's still a great song. But some of them are just terrible. Like Big Freeze sucks. Any of the ones with dubstep are just terrible. Like, I mean, I guess I have to respect the fact that they're like every song sounds way different from one another.
Two
Um,
things.
which is
One,
cool.
you don't have to respect that. People can do the same thing forever, and that's okay. Two, I didn't have a second point. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I also wrote down "Follow Me" sucks. I guess that one also has dubstep in it.
No, yeah, that one's basically an EDM track.
Yeah, so all the ones with, and the last two especially, they're just so awful. Oh my god. You want to, I know
Oh
you don't
man,
like,
just get ready
you,
for my take
you,
on this.
you don't like pretentious. Those last two tracks are so pretentious to me. Like
The
like is
last
that,
track is the score for a movie.
well then it's probably a shitty movie. What do you want me to say?
That was a good movie.
But yeah, like they made a whole album about just
The movie was
like like
good.
like entropy or whatever the fuck. I just feel, and
Yeah.
It's called the second law, bro. They had to bring physics into it.
yeah, but that's what I mean though. You're making an entire album about physics with dubstep and like, the
All
entire
right,
world is
guys.
In an
crumbling.
isolated system, entropy can only increase.
Yeah, and they wrote that down. They thought it was cool and it would sound
It
good.
is
That's
cool.
insane.
That shit goes hard.
All right. I mean, like I said though, I did like the album. The good parts are really good. The bad parts are really bad. But I mean, overall, it was, yeah. I liked it. I'm really glad I listened to it. It's quite memorable. I think so. Yeah, good job for the most part, Muse. Just make it. They could have just made it like an EP, and then it could have been like a 9 out of 10. Just drop all the dubstep tracks.
Well,
Um,
it wouldn't be
and Big
much of an
Freeze.
experimental album otherwise.
Yeah, but would have been better.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have gotten Panic Station if they weren't trying all this shit out. Which, honestly, I agree. Panic Station's my favorite song on the album, too.
So saying like they arrived at Panic Station through the trials and tribulations, such as "Follow Me" and
Yeah.
on the dubstep shit. All right. If that's the case, then I'm glad they made them. But I guess they just didn't have to actually put them on the album. They could have just locked them in the vault for no one to ever discover ever.
Dude, what do you think our album's gonna sound like? It's gonna be a lot of trial and error.
Well, I'll tell you this much. We're going to write like 5 songs. They're all going on our first EP. Then
And
we're
we'll
going to
see
write
which ones work.
we're going to write like 10 more songs. We're going to have 0 scrap tracks, and all 10 of those songs are going to be on our first full-length album.
Oh, Christ.
We're never getting rid of a song.
Yeah, that's how bands work.
Yeah, y'all get to hear it. Well, because at the end of the day, what we make is going to be pure gold, no matter what. So,
Actually, you're right about that. My mistake.
exactly.
I was thinking about this in the car. I was listening to my bad music playlist. I was thinking, we as a band, we will make better music than AJR, and that is good enough for me.
I agree.
All
Who's
right.
HAR?
They made "Thirsty" and some like song about the office, whatever the
Okay,
fuck.
yeah, it's
They're
probably better.
They're
We're probably
Yeah.
better than.
they're terrible.
Why
And
were you listening to it then?
because it's on my bad music playlist
Why would you listen to bad music on purpose?
for a good laugh.
Actually, you know what, you say that, but I do listen to this whole album all the way through without skipping it.
All right. Anyways, my thoughts on the album. I also thought "Panic Station" was the best song. I wasn't aware that that was the consensus for it, but that is definitely the one that stuck out. At the end of the day, I am not a big Muse guy. I find the vocalist to be pretty lackluster, and I don't appreciate the instrumentation in the same way I know Nick does. So I thought it was fine. The dubstep songs were like you know, whatever. Like, I don't mind them. Like, if somebody threw this album off, I wouldn't ask them to, like, or threw this album on, I wouldn't ask them to turn it off or anything. But I'm probably never putting this album on myself.
Yeah, I would just like glare at them whenever Big Freeze came on.
Biggie Cheese. Big Freeze,
So,
yeah. Anyways,
mm,
we're actually running kind of late now, so let's try and move through this as quickly as
That's
possible.
fine. We could do it. We were supposed to do half of this last time, so I guess it's forgivable.
Yeah.
we can have a bit longer of an episode. That's fine.
Okay. I guess then, Nick, did you want to add anything about Muse album?
I'll give my quick spiel, I guess. The second law unsustainable. It may be a dubstep song, but it is the most impressive dubstep song I've ever heard because it's all done practically. I guess it's like computerized, but it's just because I tried to find the setup he had because he plays it on guitar, and he just like plugs in like 10 different pedals to make it sound like that.
Huh.
Which I think that's I mean, I play guitar, so I think that's like really fucking cool. If you don't play guitar, you probably hate this song. But you know, that's fine. Big Freeze, I used to think it was good, and then I admit, the more I listen to this album, the more I'm like, this is like the least inspired song on this whole album. It's
It's
kind of
so
boring.
lame. It's just
Because I
lame.
mean, like, I'm not even a big fan of like Save Me, but like the bassist is the singer on that song, and same with Liquid State, it's the bassist. I think that's
Sorry.
and
You cut
he's
out, my, Nick.
oh, that's a shame. So the bassist is the guy that sings on "Save Me" and "Liquid State," and I think that's cool because he's got a good voice. He just has not sang another song before. I think backup vocals most of the time, but you know they're good songs. Uh, oh, Survival, low key, Survival's up there with me. I still think I like Panic Station more, but Survival, it was the opening song for the 2012 Olympics. Which I found that out after listening to the album, and it made me appreciate the song more because I usually would say songs that aren't that good without context are not good songs. But then, you know, once you have the context and you can appreciate it differently, I'm like, nah, this is good. And I feel the same way about like Ludens on Bring Me the Horizons post-human survival horror, for
There
example.
was the Death Stranding
Because
song,
yeah, it's
right?
the Death Stranding song. So after playing Death Stranding, I had a new appreciation. It fits so perfectly with the game's theme that I'm like, okay, yeah, this song bangs hard. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about it. I
All right.
like this album. It gets a thumbs up out of 10.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Zebrahead.
Yeah. So you guys share your thoughts.
All right. We listened to it in the car
Hmm.
a few times. At least, so I
Well,
don't know. I'm gonna be
I
so
think
honest.
we got about like nine or 10 songs out of the 15. So
Yeah.
you might not have gotten to the third EP entitled One, Dylan, but I mean, listening to 3 and 2, just know that one is kind of a cross between the other ones.
All right. Um. Well, I will admit I did not get the chance to listen to one. I kind of forgot. I thought we had listened to everything in the car.
It's fine.
So, but I know for a fact I did not like 3 or 2. I don't like how he sings at all. He sounds like
Well, there's two different singers. I don't know if you didn't like how both of them sang or if it was one in
what was the one
particular.
who was like I don't know what he was singing, but he was
There's
like
one dude. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
whatever
Okay.
probably
whatever that guy.
I described the so Zebraheads had 3 singers across their discography. At the start, it was this one guy, and then someone doing kind of like the chorus singing, and then now the chorus singing guy got replaced by someone else. The guy who's been in the band the whole time, I kind of think of him as like a pop punk Fred Durst. Like he kind of has similar deliveries on his lines. He kind of sounds goofy, but I like it. I think it definitely distinguishes their music from other bands in the genre.
Either way, I
It
just
was probably
felt
that
all the
guy.
songs we did listen to were just very like a lot of the same, and just like I don't know, just because it's like heavy and like they
I
just it's very like hard and rock and roll. It doesn't mean it's like it necessarily means anything. Is the
I
best way I can
think.
describe it.
Hey Nick, do you have the bass boosted all the way up in your car?
I might have it at like +1 out of 6.
Okay, because
I wouldn't
I
minus the bass because that sounds
I
terrible.
personally don't think Zebrahead's very heavy at all. So I'm just wondering if it's because we were listening to it in the car, maybe like with the speakers made it sound that way. But the way you were describing
That's
it, Dylan, that's
also
not at all how I think of it. So either we have very different ideas on what that means, or maybe it was just a weirder listening experience than I imagined.
I mean I don't listen to very much metal, so
They're
you know
not
I don't
metal.
I've
care much for metal genre.
They
they
they're
you don't
they're
think they
definitely
sound
not
metal?
metal. No.
All right, well that's what they sound to me.
Interesting.
Fair enough, I suppose.
You're wrong.
The other thing is too, I know you didn't know when we switched from three to two, but three is
Hmm.
definitely more like hard rock, emo rock, and then two is definitely like a pop punk project. So like when you said they sounded like all similar, I I disagree with that personally, but
I guess I
I don't
just
know.
can't tell the difference. I'm
That's
gonna be so real.
unfortunate.
That's probably just what it
It's
is.
gotta
Yeah,
be that. It's
All
definitely
I
that.
just remember being like whatever genre it'd be categorized as, I do not like it.
that's fine.
It's just I don't know. I don't know if over the top is the right word. It's just
Yeah, it's a word for it. It works.
Yeah. All right.
it just did not just did not vibe with it.
That's fine. Nick.
Um, well, I'd heard 3 like
Mm-hmm.
probably around when it came out, and I thought it was good. And the more I listened to it, I was like, oh, this is like really good. Because like I've heard their old stuff now, and I don't think
Mm-hmm.
the old singer is that good, but I think the new guy is like he's got it. He's got like the X factor. This guy's great. And the guy that like yells in the verses, he's like I learned to like him. I thought he was annoying at first, but I'm like, yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
And the tracks, there's like the guitarist is good, I think. Like he plays some interesting stuff. There's probably 2 guitarists. I'm pretty sure the lead singer is a guitarist.
Probably. Yeah.
Um, the drummer's good. You can't really hear the bass because the mix isn't that good, but it's fine because I think a bad mix can be saved by the music being good. But
Mm-hmm.
I also think the music being bad can also be. It can't really be saved by being a good mix, but it helps. I
Mm-hmm.
just bad production annoys me because like if you have bad music and bad production, it's just horrible. But this band, at least they got good music. And I mean, the 3 is fucking great. I like all the songs. 2 and 1, they're like, they're good. Not as good as 3, I would say. I guess my least
Mm-hmm.
favorite one was 1, but it's probably just because I heard it the least. And like there was only like 2 songs out of the 15. So FLFU and Pulling Teeth, and the rest were, good. I could listen
Mm-hmm.
to these again.
All right. I guess to give my 2 cents on it, I found I found out about Zebrahead from the album they released before the EP3 with the old singer. I liked a few songs, thought they were pretty decent, and then when 3 came out, I listened to it, really liked it. Then I've been following them since with all the single releases. 2, I like definitely less than 3. I'd say 2 is my least favorite of the 3 EPs, but like I still like it quite a bit. Um, 1 came out last year. I was listening to those singles like throughout the late summer and fall when they were coming out. I really like it. Um, Also, like for 3, I'd say that just like encapsulates like my music taste. I guess I don't know. I think like 3 is just so good, start to finish. I Yeah, I like it. I'm glad y'all gave it a listen, even if Dylan didn't end up caring for it. But
I'll give it. You know what? Because like I said, we listened to it in the car. Maybe it sounded different, but then I'll give it like a proper listen
all right,
because I think I owe it that much at least.
at the very
So,
least, just if you don't care for three, and you don't feel like listening to the other two, that's
well,
fine. But know that
if you
three
said
is my
if you
favorite.
said they sound different, they have different
Yeah,
singers, then
they
they're gonna be.
well,
Then yeah,
three, two,
you
and
know.
one are the same two singers, but it's different styles.
Okay, well, if I mean, if they, they're all made at the same time, they're different albums, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
All right.
yeah, they're each its own individual thing.
And then I guess real quick go over Gwen's recommendation. I don't think Nick listened to it, but
No, I didn't. I mean,
did
Gwen's
you?
not here to like
Yeah.
defend it or say what she liked about it, so I felt it wasn't important to like
Yeah.
to argue if I like it or think it's good because nobody's here to actually defend it.
Andrew, did you listen to it?
I did. Um, I thought it was fine. I don't mind Jiraiya. Gwen recommended Jiraiya to me maybe like 3, 4 years ago. I thought he has good songs. He has mediocre songs. He reminds me a lot of like a more modern take on a Fever You Can't Sweat Out, Panic at the Disco's first album. Like a lot of the music sounds similar, kind of this like theater style pop rock ish stuff. I don't know exactly how to describe it. I think
That's
he's
a good
fine.
word for it. Because
He's fine. It's not bad.
that's a good word. Because I've been deliberating on like what actually this music sounds like. Because I could not make it all the way through. I listened to, I think Pin Eye. I got through like a little bit through Pin Eye, and I'm like, I can't do this. I was listening to it on my speakers in my room, and then I think somebody came home, and I paused it immediately. I was so like embarrassed, like listening to this.
Oh my god, we
It was.
really are
That
the
is
Gwen
crazy.
hates
I
syndicate.
don't I don't mean it personally. It was so bad. It was like I don't know if video game like anime fight scene music, circus music. I don't know what the right word to describe it is, but it
TikTok
was
music.
Circus,
so
dude.
Because
it
I'll
was
tell
just
you
so
for a
over
fact,
the top and loud. I got a headache. I got a headache listening to it. The songs aren't
Gwen
even that long. I'm just
Gwen
realizing
definitely
now.
found Jiraiya through TikTok. This dude is definitely like a TikTok artist.
Has to be. Like it's just so
Like,
annoying and just so like over the top. I don't know why he has to like
bro,
scream
I just
everything.
I just realized track what
Yeah.
is this? Track 11 is called Sasuke. Alright, so I think
Well,
we've seen enough. Anime sucks, so therefore this album sucks. Sorry,
Uh,
guys.
again, I again, Gwen, I'm so sorry. I don't mean it personally. I just thought it was
there's no
so
need to apologize.
bad. Like,
Alright.
all right,
Yeah, let's just get our recommendations in for this week, and then we can
okay,
wrap it up.
all right. Nick or Andrew, who wants to go first?
Nick can recommend.
Um. Oh, I'm gonna let you go first because I'm
Oh.
still caught between a few.
All right,
Alright.
I know what
Alright,
I'm
you do
recommending.
what you want, because I am also caught between a couple what I want to recommend.
All right, I know I recommended two albums you didn't listen to, or sorry, you didn't like, so it's fine. This time I'm gonna recommend Pinkerton Deluxe Edition by Weezer. Um, it
Yeah.
is
Deluxe, you cannot make me listen to live tracks. I do it.
no, 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 no. So the actual okay, so the deluxe edition, in fairness, it is 2 hours long. You can skip all of like the live versions, the acoustic versions. There's one that's like
What
literally an
is this, One
interview.
Piece?
Yeah, you can skip that one. There's the one that's like
Bro said you can skip the filler on this album, bro. Like,
I mean you can. It's the same songs just like performed live. There's like you'll be able to tell. One of them
oh
is
my
like
god.
says piano noodles. I totally forget what that even sounds like. Alternate take, you don't have to. Tracking rough, don't worry about it. But all the songs that don't have any sort of there's like asterisks around them, yeah, they are absolutely ones to be listened to. The regular Pinkerton, I think, is really really good by itself. And I learned that the deluxe edition exists like a year after, and like with the deluxe edition, there's just three straight 10 out of 10 songs at least. It is so it's so good. Weezer, I mean, this has to be their best album like ever. I've listened to their first. I don't know if it's their first four, but I've listened to the Blue album. Listen to this one, the Green album, and then the Red album, deluxe edition. And like Pinkerton Deluxe, it's so good. It's amazing. So yeah, that's my recommendation.
Nick, do you want to go
All right,
next?
I've settled upon
All
it.
right.
So, but be warned because the other one I would have done is coming next time, and I know y'all aren't gonna like it.
Okay.
But all right, so my recommendation for this week, we're going back to 1996,
Oh, hey, that's the same.
which is
Pinkerton. Pinkerton was also
Wait,
made in
really?
1996.
that's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, you were gonna recommend Pinkerton non-deluxe edition.
No, I'm gonna. If you thought the last album was pretentious, oh boy, I'm gonna
Oh, no.
recommend the band everybody cites as the most pretentious band on. My album recommendation is Enema by Tool.
Enema or Enema?
Anima. It's got like that AE character.
Oh.
I see.
Anima. Okay, I see.
That said, there's a song on it also called that, and that's like recently become one of my favorite songs.
All right.
Now, the average length of a song on this.
Holy shit! I know. I just saw the length of the last song. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, that's the last song. I mean, there's like interlude tracks, but the length of an average actual song on this, is around 7 minutes. So have fun
Yeah,
with that.
This is the outlier of the last one. Wait, 7 minutes? That can't be right. It's an
Well,
hour,
no,
17 minutes.
Now there's a bunch of interlude tracks on it.
Yeah, but on Spotify it says there's 15 songs.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying if you
You
discard the
ignore-
interlude, if you ignore the filler.
Oh, if you
Alright.
oh, if you
One,
ignore-
two,
got
three,
it.
4, 5. There's 6 filler tracks.
So
if you ignore
9
those,
regular tracks at
Wow.
an hour 17, which is
No,
77
because
minutes.
if you ignore the filler, it takes off
Oh yeah, that's right.
I get what you're saying.
about
yeah.
10 minutes.
All right, so 67 minutes at 9 songs. Yeah, that's pretty long.
Yeah. But they're all good. That's the thing. They're like a prog metal band. So it's like
the
actually interesting
opening track
music.
is called Stinkfist, so that should be interesting.
Yeah. Not to mention that song goes hard as fuck. So you're actually gonna like.
All right. The album I'm gonna recommend today is it's by this band called Fort Minor. You might know him as Mike Shinoda
I was not
from Linkin
expecting
Park.
that.
Oh.
It's his solo project, Fort Minor. The album's called The Rising Tide. Me and my dad love this album. I think Kenji is one of the most interesting and well-written songs I've heard. So yeah. Dude, the track 14 on it, Slip Out the Back, featuring Mr. Han. Very good.
Oh.
Get excited. Yeah, so The Rising Tide by Fort Minor. And I do also have another recommendation from Gwen. Should we just she sends me her recommendation for the episode. Should I just tell her yeah, we recommended it, and then not actually say
Here's
it
the-
because she doesn't
Look,
listen
no, we
to the
could-
podcast?
No, you should. You
You
should,
can-
because I am.
You can
curious
recommend
as
it.
to what
Like
it
I'm
is.
never gonna listen to them, but you can still recommend them.
All right. Well, the song she recommended, or the album she recommended, is called "Love Me Forever" by Pink Shift. Pink Shift is featured.
That's hilarious.
On
She
that
thinks someone listened to
Jiraiya
that.
album. So.
Forever.
I have a-
By Motorhead.
No, by Pink Shift.
what?
Oh.
I have a feeling Dylan's not gonna like it if he didn't even like the Dry album they're on. So. But yeah.
Also, what was the thing? I just realized on Anima. Am I looking at this right? I am. Why is the title of the album is that AE character, Nima, and then the Anima song is that AE character.
Oh my god, I never saw that. That's crazy.
NEMA. What is wrong with them? Why do they do
Wait.
that?
That's wild. I never saw that.
Wow. All right.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
They
close
wrote it
out.
30 years ago. Maybe they'd have corrected it now.
Let's close this out.
I mean, if it's not corrected now, it probably will not be.
It's fine.
All right. Thank you guys for listening to the Ghost Syndicast, episode 10. We'll see you.
You believe we made it to double digits this season?
I know. I'm surprised.
It's impressive stuff. I'm not surprised, honestly. I'm committed.
Yeah, I like doing this.
Yeah, we've been doing good. Yeah.
We'll see you next
Wait, aren't I?
week.
Am I not the host?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm stealing your job. I was just trying to get it
Oh.
wrapped up. Go ahead.
Oh. No. Bye.
All right.
That's okay.